Hey guys, Will here from Waves and Reefs. I just want to show you real quick the Coralife Biocube 29 and some of the items that'll be going into it. One of the first things I found out about the Biocube is that it's it's not 29 gallons. Biocube 29 is a name, and I looked on Doctors Foster and Smith, and the tank capacity is 23.5 gallons net. So I put a call into Coralife. I got put on hold. They came back. The girl said it looks like the tank holds about 25 gallons in the display area and a little over 2 gallons in the section on the back where your filter and section for your heater and the bio balls and all that stuff are. So that's something to check out. Looking at it, being in the hobby for a while, looking at it, it just doesn't look like 29 gallons, but that's the information that I found. You can do some homework and check it out for yourself. Other than that, really happy with it. I think it's just looks great. It's well made. The top here, you've got some cooling fans. You might be able to hear some of that noise. Doesn't really bother me. It sounds like a computer fan times two. I mean, some people may not like it. It doesn't bother me. And then you have your 10,000K daylight. The blue actinic, and when you kick on the blue actinic, puts your fans on. This switch here is for the optional LED strips that you can plug in. They don't come with it, but you plug that in, that activates those. And then this is your moonlights, and I'll show you that from under the hood in a minute. So, all right, so that's it. That's the 29-gallon Biocube. One thing I did want to point out, I looked all through the manual, and there's not much to it. It's 5 pages front to back, including the front and back cover. And right here, product specifications. Biocube size 29. Doesn't say 29 gallon. It gives you the dimensions. Tells you that you have the actinic blue and the 10,000K daylight, 175 watt lunar bar, and it gives you the pump flow rate. But one thing you'll notice that's missing from all the specifications is capacity, or gallons. So that also leads me to believe that the name is a little misleading. Okay, so here's a look at the back. There's the return pump on the bottom there. This section is right behind your overflow. There's a filter pad that sits in a little plastic frame. You got the filter pad. It's got some activated carbon in there, and you can see it's all perforated on the bottom. And this little frame comes out. That filter pad that I just showed you sits in that frame, and then all that spills over onto these bio balls. See, it goes from here over to here. I'm not a big fan of bio balls. I've had wet dry filters on I had it on my 90-gallon tank. I ended up getting rid of it and using Live Rock, and much better. My nitrates were a lot lower, and maybe that's just my experience, but if you have any comments about the use of bio balls, good, bad, or otherwise, leave a message in the comments below. And then this section here, that'll be used for the heater that we're going to use. I'll show you that in a minute. And here's a high door Coralife 425 nano circulation pump. We're going to be using that, and that'll be in conjunction with the output for the return for the stock circulation pump. Give us a little bit of opposing flow. And what I'm using here is going to be using for the build is Instant Ocean Reef Crystals. I like because it's higher in magnesium. Doesn't have any nitrate or phosphates. I got the 50-gallon bag, and I used to use the regular Instant Ocean, and I had great success with that when I just started getting into saltwater fish. But I noticed a big difference, a big improvement in my corals, soft corals and LPS, using the reef crystals. So for me, the extra little bit of money that you pay for the reef crystals is money well spent. Also going with the Ocean Direct Oolite Live Sand. You may know, or you may have heard, it's got dormant bacteria, beneficial bacteria in it. When you put this in your tank and you add the salt mix, the beneficial bacteria wakes up and it helps cycle your tank. I'm not totally convinced on that. I've used regular sand and the live sand. I don't see any real measurable difference in how fast the tank cycled. But one thing I do use is Biospira from Instant Ocean. And I've had really good luck with that. And I always use it whenever I start a new tank. I even put some in my, I did a cichlid tank that I'm going to be doing a freshwater video on shortly. But yeah, Biospira. This bottle's a little small. I have a bigger bottle, but I just grabbed this one off the shelf to show you what it looks like. All right, the other thing that we have available to us is the WavePoint 12-inch 16-watt LED. It's got an aluminum housing, aluminum top piece here, or fixture, 16 1-watt LEDs. These arms, they have thumb screws here, here, and then on the back here, so that you can adjust the articulation and get just the right angle that you want over the tank. It's designed for a rimless tank, but I have a 30-gallon Sea Clear that this also fits.